When you cross the age of 60, many people start to notice small changes. You walk into a room and forget why you came. You meet someone and their name slips away. You try to focus on a simple task, but your mind drifts. These moments feel small, but they can be worrying. The truth is, this is very common. It does not mean something is wrong with you. It means your brain is changing with age. Think of your brain like a busy city. When you are young, everything runs fast. Messages move quickly. Roads are clear, signals are strong. But as you get older, things slow down a bit. The signals are not as sharp. The pathways are not as smooth. This is because brain cells, which we call neurons, do not repair as quickly as before. Over time, some connections become weak. Another thing happens inside the brain. There is a natural buildup of waste. During your younger years, your body clears this waste easily. But after 60, this cleaning process becomes slower. If waste stays too long, it can affect memory and thinking. That is why some days you may feel foggy or slow. Sleep also changes with age. Many people over 60 say they do not sleep as deeply as before. They wake up more often at night. Some struggle to fall asleep. This matters more than most people think. Because sleep is not just rest. Sleep is repair time for your brain. This is when your brain clears waste, resets itself, and strengthens memory. Now here is something very important to understand. Memory is not just about remembering names or dates. It is about how your brain connects and stores information. When these connections get weaker, memory becomes slower. You may still remember things, but it takes more time. This can feel frustrating, but it is a normal part of aging. There is also a drop in certain natural chemicals in the brain. These chemicals help you focus, stay calm, and think clearly. As they decrease, you may feel more distracted or even a little low in mood. Again, this is common, but it does not mean you have to accept it as your new normal. What many people do not realize is that your daily habits have a huge effect on your brain, even after 60. The food you eat, the way you sleep, and even what you do before bed can either support your brain or slowly weaken it. This is where most people make a mistake. They think brain decline is fixed, that nothing can be done. But that is not true. Your brain still has the ability to repair itself. It may be slower than before, but it is still active. It still responds to the right care. In fact, small changes can make a big difference over time. And one of the most powerful times to support your brain is at night, just before sleep. Because remember, night is when your brain goes into repair mode. It is like a quiet shift where cleaning, healing, and strengthening happens. If you give your body the right support before this time, you help your brain do its job better. But if you ignore it or choose the wrong habits, you make the job harder. So when you notice forgetfulness or slower thinking, do not panic. Do not label yourself as weak. Instead, understand what is happening inside your body. Your brain is asking for support. It is asking for better care. And once you give it that, things can begin to improve. And this is exactly where the right nighttime habits start to change everything. Now let me explain something most people never think about. What your brain does at night is just as important as what you do during the day. In fact, for your brain, nighttime is not just rest, it is repair time. It is when the real work begins. When you fall asleep, your body starts to slow down. Your muscles relax, your heart rate becomes steady. But your brain, it does not switch off. It shifts into a different mode, a deeper, more focused mode. This is when your brain begins cleaning itself. All day long, your brain is working, thinking, remembering, solving, reacting. And during this work, waste builds up. Tiny harmful substances collect between brain cells. When you are young, your body clears this easily. But as you grow older, this cleaning becomes slower. Now here is the powerful part. During deep sleep, your brain opens up a special system. You can think of it like a night cleaning crew. This system moves through your brain and washes away waste. It clears out what does not belong there. It protects your brain cells. But this only works well if your sleep is deep and steady. If your sleep is broken, if you wake up again and again, if you stay up late or feel restless, this cleaning does not happen properly. The waste stays longer. Over time, it starts to affect memory. It slows down thinking. It makes you feel foggy. That is why many people say, "I slept, but I still feel tired." Because the brain did not get the repair it needed. Now let's talk about memory. Many people think memory is fixed, like a box where things are stored. But it is not like that. Memory is built every night while you sleep. During deep sleep, your brain takes what you learned during the day and sorts it. It decides what to keep and what to remove. Important things get stronger. They move into long-term memory. Less important things fade away. So if sleep is weak, memory becomes weak. It is that simple. There is another layer to this. Your brain cells also repair themselves at night. Small damage happens during the day. This is normal. But at night, your body works to fix that damage. It supports the cells. It helps them stay strong. After 60, this repair process becomes slower. Not stopped, just slower. Which means your brain needs more support, not less. Now here is where most people go wrong. They focus only on daytime habits. They think walking, talking, or reading is enough. Yes, those things help, but they forget the most important window, the time just before sleep. What you eat before bed matters more than you think. Heavy meals, sugary snacks, or going to bed on an empty stomach. All of this can disturb your sleep. And when sleep is disturbed, the brain cannot clean, repair, or store memory properly. But when you give your body the right kind of light, natural support before bed, something simple, something gentle, it helps your brain enter deep sleep faster. It helps your body relax. It supports that night repair system. This is not about doing something complicated. It is about doing something consistent. A small change before bed can guide your whole night in the right direction. It can help your brain clean better, repair better, remember better. And over time, these small nights add up. They turn into clearer mornings, better focus, stronger memory. So when you think about improving your brain, do not only think about the day. Think about the night. Think about what happens when your eyes close. Because that is when your brain quietly works to take care of you. And if you support it at that moment, you give it the chance to rebuild itself the right way. Now let's talk about something simple, but very powerful. A small fruit that most people see as just a snack, but it can quietly support your brain in a big way. I'm talking about blueberries. At first, they may not look like much. Small, soft, easy to eat. But inside them, there is something very special. They are full of natural compounds that protect your brain cells. Think of them like a shield. A soft, gentle shield that works from the inside. As you grow older, your brain faces more stress. Not the stress you feel, but stress inside the cells. Over time, harmful particles build up. These can damage brain cells and weaken connections. This is one of the reasons memory starts to fade. Blueberries help fight this. They are rich in antioxidants. These are natural protectors. They move through your body and help clean out those harmful particles. They reduce the damage. They help your brain stay stronger for longer. Now here's the part many people don't know. Blueberries do more than protect. They also support communication inside the brain. Your brain works through signals. Messages move from one cell to another. When you are young, these signals are fast and clear. But with age, they can slow down. They can become weak. Blueberries help improve this. They support better signal flow between brain cells. This means your brain can think more clearly. You may find it easier to remember things, to stay focused, to react faster. And the best time to give your brain this support is before sleep. Remember what we talked about earlier. Night is when your brain repairs itself. It cleans, rebuilds, and strengthens memory. If you give your body the right support before this time, the results can be much better. Eating a small amount of blueberries before bed can gently prepare your brain for this repair process. It is not heavy. It does not disturb your stomach. It is light, natural, and easy to digest. You do not need a large amount. Just a small handful is enough. Simple. No need to overthink it. Now let's connect this with something you may have felt before. Have you ever had a day where your mind feels clear, where you remember things easily, where you feel sharp? And then other days where everything feels slow. This difference often comes from how well your brain rested and repaired the night before. When you support your brain with something like blueberries, you are helping it do that job better. You are not forcing anything, you are just giving it the right tools. Another good thing about blueberries is that they are gentle on blood sugar. This matters, especially at night. You don't want sudden spikes or drops. That can disturb sleep. Blueberries release their natural sugar slowly. This keeps your body calm and steady. And when your body is calm, your brain can go deeper into rest. Over time, this becomes a habit. A small, simple habit. But powerful, because you are not trying to fix everything at once. You are just giving your brain a little help, every night. And that adds up. You may not notice a big change in one day, But after some time, you may start to feel more clear, more focused, less forgetful. These are quiet changes, but they matter, so do not ignore the small things. Sometimes the simplest foods carry the biggest value. Blueberries are one of those. They protect, they support, they prepare your brain for the work it needs to do at night, and when your brain is supported the right way, it starts to take care of you in return. Now let's move to something even more familiar, something almost every home has. Simple, soft, easy to eat. A banana. Most people think of a banana as just quick energy, something you eat when you feel hungry. But there is more to it, especially when we talk about your brain at night. After 60, one of the biggest problems is not just memory, it is sleep. People say, I go to bed, but I don't feel fully rested. They wake up in the middle of the night. They turn from one side to the other. The body feels tired, but the mind does not fully settle. And when sleep is weak, everything becomes harder. Memory gets slower. Focus becomes weak. Even mood can change. This is where a banana can help in a very gentle way. Bananas are rich in magnesium. This is a mineral your body needs to relax, not just your muscles, your brain as well. When magnesium is at the right level, your body feels calm, your nerves settle down, your mind becomes less restless. Think about those nights when your thoughts keep running. One thought leads to another. You try to sleep, but your mind keeps moving. That is a sign your brain is not fully relaxed. A banana helps slow this down. It also contains something that supports the natural sleep cycle. Your body has a rhythm, a quiet clock inside. It tells you when to feel awake and when to feel sleepy. With age, this rhythm can get disturbed. Banana supports this natural flow. It helps your body move gently towards sleep, instead of forcing it. Now here is something very important. Good sleep is not just about closing your eyes. It is about going deep. That deep stage is where your brain does its real work. This is when memories are stored, when brain cells repair, when waste is cleared out. If your sleep stays light, your brain misses this chance. A banana before bed can help you reach that deeper stage more easily. It does not act like a medicine. It does not force sleep. It supports your body so it can do what it is already designed to do. And that makes a big difference. Another good thing is how gentle it is on the stomach. At night, heavy food can cause discomfort. It can disturb sleep. But a banana is light, easy to digest. It does not sit heavy in your body. You can eat half or one small banana about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. That is enough. No need to overdo it. Now connect this with what we talked about earlier. When your sleep improves, your brain gets better time to repair. It cleans itself, it strengthens memory, it resets for the next day. So the banana is not just helping you sleep. It is helping your brain do its night work better. Over time, this creates a chain effect. Better sleep leads to better brain repair. Better repair leads to clearer thinking. Clearer thinking leads to stronger memory. All from a simple step. And here is something you should remember. Many people ignore sleep. They think it is normal to sleep badly after 60. But that is not something you have to accept. Your body still responds to care. It still improves when you support it the right way. A banana is one of those small supports. Quiet. Simple, but effective. You are not changing everything at once. You are just giving your body what it needs. At the right time. And when your nights become calmer, your mornings start to feel different. More clear, more steady, more in control. That is the power of supporting your brain the right way, one simple step at a time. Now let's talk about the third fruit. This one is very common. You see it every day. You may even eat it often. But you may not realize how helpful it can be for your brain at night. I'm talking about an apple. You've heard the saying since childhood. But today, let's understand it in a simple, real way. Not as a line, but as something your body can actually use. After 60, your brain needs steady support. Not too much at once, not sudden highs and lows. It needs balance. And one big problem many people face at night is uneven energy. Some go to bed after eating sweets or heavy food. Their sugar rises fast, then it drops. This can wake you up in the middle of the night. You may not even know why you woke up. But your sleep gets broken. Others go to bed without eating anything. They feel light at first. But later, the body feels low. This can also disturb sleep. The brain needs a small, steady source of energy to stay stable through the night. This is where an apple helps. An apple gives natural sugar. But it does not rush into your system. It releases slowly, smoothly. Like a steady stream, not a sudden wave. This helps your body stay balanced while you sleep, and when your body is balanced, your brain stays calm. Now think about this. During the night, your brain is working quietly. It is repairing cells. It is clearing waste. It is organizing memory. All of this needs a stable environment. If your body is going up and down, if your sugar is rising and falling, this process gets disturbed. An apple helps prevent that. It gives just enough support. Not too heavy, not too light. Just right. There is another thing inside apples that matters. Fiber. Fiber slows down how food is digested. It helps keep everything steady. It supports your gut, and your gut and brain are more connected than most people realize. When your gut feels calm, your brain feels calm. When your digestion is smooth, your sleep becomes smoother. This is why a simple fruit like an apple can do more than you expect. It also helps reduce small inflammation inside the body. You may not feel this directly, but inside, your body sometimes carries mild stress. Over time, this can affect brain cells. Apples have natural compounds that help reduce this stress. They support your body quietly. No noise, no force, just gentle support. Now let's bring this back to your night routine. You don't need a big meal before bed. In fact, that can make things worse. What your body needs is something light, something clean, something easy to process. A small apple, eaten 30 to 60 minutes before sleep, can be enough. You can eat it as it is. No need to add anything. Keep it simple. You may not notice a big change in one night, but over time, your sleep can become more stable. Less waking up, less restlessness. And when your sleep becomes stable, your brain starts to perform better. You wake up feeling a bit clearer. You remember things a little easier. You feel more steady during the day. These are not big, loud changes. They are quiet improvements, but they matter. Because your brain does not need pressure. It needs support. And this is what an apple gives you. A simple way to keep your body balanced during the most important hours of repair. So do not ignore simple foods. Sometimes, the most common things around you hold the most value. When you give your body steady support, night after night, your brain slowly begins to respond. And that steady support is what builds lasting strength over time. Now let's bring everything together in a simple, practical way. Because knowing is one thing. Doing it the right way is what really matters. You don't need a big plan. You don't need to change your whole life. You just need a small, steady habit before bed. Start with timing. This part is very important. Try to eat these fruits about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to sleep. Not too early. Not right before lying down. Give your body a little time to settle. If you eat too close to bedtime, your stomach is still active. That can disturb your sleep. If you eat too early, the effect may not last through the night. So keep it simple. Half an hour to 1 hour before bed works well for most people. Now let's talk about how much to eat. Keep it light. Your body does not need a full plate at night. It needs just enough support. A small handful of blueberries. 1 small banana, or even half if you prefer. 1 medium apple. You don't have to eat all 3 at once. That is not the goal. The goal is balance. You can choose 1 fruit each night. Or you can combine 2 in small amounts. For example, a few blueberries with half a banana, or half an apple with a few blueberries. Keep it simple. Listen to your body. Avoid turning this into a heavy snack. This is not a meal. It is gentle support for your brain. Now here is something many people overlook. Consistency. Doing this once or twice will not change much. Your brain works slowly. It improves slowly, but it improves steadily when you stay consistent. Think of it like watering a plant. You don't pour a bucket one day and forget it for a week. You give it a little water every day. Over time, it grows. Your brain works the same way. When you give it the right support every night, it starts to respond. Sleep becomes deeper. The mind becomes calmer. Memory becomes a little sharper. Not overnight, but step by step. Also, keep your night routine calm. Try to reduce noise around you. Dim the lights. Stay away from heavy screens just before bed. Let your body know it is time to slow down. These small signals help your brain shift into repair mode. Now think about what you are doing here. You are not forcing your body. You are guiding it. You are giving it simple, natural support at the right time. You are helping it do what it is already designed to do. And that is powerful. Because after 60, your body still listens. It still adapts. It still improves when you treat it with care. One more thing. Pay attention to how you feel. Some nights you may feel more relaxed. Some mornings you may feel clearer. Notice these small changes. They are signs your body is responding. And if something feels too heavy or uncomfortable, adjust it. Keep it light. Keep it easy. This is not about perfection. It is about building a habit that you can follow without stress. Over time, these small steps create a strong effect. Better sleep, better repair, better memory. All from something simple, done the right way. So do not wait for a big change. Start with a small step tonight. Stay consistent, stay patient, because when you care for your brain every night, it quietly starts taking care of you every day.